Greetings, senors, and maybe senoritas, I'm not really sure. I'm using what might possibly be considered the cheapest weapon in the game, and I don't really think it's that cheap, and I'll explain why more in depth later, but got another Rush gameplay for you guys today, and I know I've received a lot of feedback from the few subscribers that I have requesting more Battlefield 3, and this is pretty much the resolution that I've come to. Okay, I played Modern Warfare 3, I did a video on it that I liked, but I don't really find that game very fun, so fortunately for you guys, I'm kind of on the same page, and I can definitely see on the horizon much less, maybe not any Modern Warfare 3 and more Battlefield 3. There's also other games in the future that I plan on playing, like Borderlands 2, but that's well into next year, I believe. But I'm going to be using the USAS today, and I don't think it's that cheap. I'd honestly probably prefer the 870 for its greater range, and I just have confidence when I use the 870 because you can get a feel for the one-shot kill distance, and you can aim down sights and just pow one guy at a time, and it really is effective. And this is much more of a spray and pray gun. And also, if you guys really want to see it, I have a game of Conquest with me using this weapon, except I'm using the frag rounds on it, and those are pretty darn good. Definitely better than the standard buckshot, at least in my opinion. And I know in my last commentary, I pretty much played the choke point on the defensive side on this hallway. This time we're going to be doing it from the other direction, trying to attack. And of course, if you revive me right next to an enemy who has no bullets left in his primary, I'm going to absolutely destroy him. The problem here is, I can't really readily move up this hallway as I want because this gun doesn't have a lot of range. Yes, it has okay range. And also this hallway is definitely a death trap of explosives, like constant explosives. I know it's more advantageous to use, oh man, rocket right, that's what I'm talking about. Rocket right between my legs, and no, it's not an accident that I'm using the squad perk flak and/or flak jacket. I don't know if it's called flak jacket, but it's pretty much what everyone calls it, so I'm going to be calling it that. And here I've sort of established my position in the hallway, but I can't move up any further, so I'm hoping my teammates behind me with regular guns, assault rifles, SMGs, are going to be able to take some people down the hallway, but that ends up not really happening. But we do eventually win, and I don't think that's a spoiler. I'm not really ever going to upload a game that we lose unless it's just really, really good, and despite the fact that it's a loss. And I definitely have to recommend using the support kit with this weapon, because it chews through ammo like a what am I thinking about? Those piranha plants in Super Mario Brothers. That's how fast it chews through ammo, just so fast. And real quick, while I hold down this position in this hallway and just kill everyone that comes to me, I have something I need to talk to you guys about. As I've mentioned before, I'm in Quantic Gaming and I'm an ambassador, and actually, as one of my duties as ambassador, in fact, what's probably considered, yeah, definitely considered my primary duty, is to recruit and bring more members to the community. And actually, I'm betting you've heard of Quantic Gaming. It's kind of inevitable if you play Battlefield and you get online, you end up hearing about us, you end up watching some Pixel Enemy, which is awesome. Go subscribe to them right now if you're not already. And so, if you're a subscriber of mine, this is actually sort of an invitation for me to join the community itself, and it's not as difficult as you think. There used to be an interview process, but now you actually simply go sign up on the forums themselves, and I'm going to leave a link in the description for anyone who may be curious. I encourage you, if you like my videos, if you think you might like the community that someone like me is a part of, definitely come check us out. Like I said, the link will be in the description. And these guys are taking out my claymores now, completely on accident. And now they know I'm here because they see the equipment destroyed text coming across their screen for 20 points. And I really think it should be more than 20 points to destroy a MAV. I think it should be like 200 because those things, oh, they're like bees just buzzing around your head. We literally played a game yesterday where they were just constantly trying to splatter us with the MAVs. Also, please do not call me a catfish for using claymores, because I think we all know that mortars are far more atrocious than claymores will ever be. Dude, I am not dead yet. You can't go prone over there. It's not safe yet. I'm still here. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but while I had all of the enemies distracted in the hallway, my team was actually smart enough to push down the roadside and destroy A, and this is post destroying A, and I didn't think this guy could actually see me, but whatever, I'm dead. they got it together and they armed the charges and got it done while I had the enemy team distracted. So I don't really play a direct role in the destruction of those objectives, but I do feel like I played my part. Now, I know I previously said that this gun may be considered cheap, but there's some other things that I think may be considered cheap that I'm going to go over in just a second. And no, I'm not going to make any Call of Duty references to cheap, because pretty much everything in that game can be considered, you know, pretty much everything will kill somebody. It's just like someone can sneeze on you and you'll die. And not that that's not really the case in this game. In fact, I come around the corner a lot of times, like these gentlemen do right here. Don't get them that time. Reload real quick, and come back for a double spray. That can kind of be considered cheap, I understand. Is it as cheap as driving an M1 Abrams tank up to the same doorway and blasting through the doorway? I don't think so. I don't think it's quite that cheap, to be completely honest. Is it as cheap as, say, when you're playing Skyrim and you come against a boss that's supposed to be extremely hard with a lot of health, but you figure out he doesn't have any close range options for attacks, so you basically just get in his grill and beat somebody that you're not really high level enough to beat? I don't think it's as cheap as that. Is it as cheap as playing Halo 1 on Legendary, using the active camo, the Harry Potter Cloak of Invisibility slash, what is that, Shazam? They also had a Cloak of Invisibility, that old cartoon? I don't know. But this is still a little bit cheaper than using the USAS, and I can easily say that. Now, if you guys would like to see some Halo gameplay, I don't know if you're interested. I have played the crap out of Halo back in the day, and there are some levels I can occasionally beat on Legendary without even dying. So if you guys want to see some kind of live playthrough, me and another guy in live chat, let me know. I'll be more than happy to upload it. And what are you guys doing in this corner? I feel like I just interrupted something extremely important. Like they got out the map of the area and they were like, all right, you're gonna go flank around this way. You go pull out the mortars. No, don't stand there. Don't stand there. Go over here with the mortars. Station up and just start drilling the enemy team. Unfortunately, I did interrupt them in the middle of their seemingly important meeting. And once again, the USAS really doesn't work very well right here. I can easily say the only maps you really want to use it on are Sin Crossing in certain areas, this map, Grand Bazaar, and Operation Metro whenever you're in the tunnel, in the train, the subway of Paris. And I don't think that's actually what the subway in Paris looks like. I could be wrong, but I don't think that's exactly what it's like. And yes, I did just now reach level 44, and every time I play with fellow Quantic members, I'm like the only guy, just about, who isn't hit max level. And I don't mean max. Alright, well, wait. A side note right here. Story of my life. I press the sprint button, immediately a guy emerges around the corner, shoots my face off. And right here I managed to, I don't defend this objective solo, but I do get a double spray here in a second, which can't really be proud of, because it's just like bam, 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 bam. And once you use this weapon for a while, you end up getting that, just the rhythm in your head, and it just feels so awesome. Bam, 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 bam. And I try to do some kind of Elite Bad Company 2 quick kit switch and shoot the enemies in the face, but nobody even comes around the corner, so I was a little bit sad about that. Now, I can't really advocate trying to go up that long street. Of course, you do get an Abrams, and that's nice, but you may or may not be aware of this little corridor, which is fairly commonly used on Conquest, but not very many people know about it on Rush. It's not a very common route, and I try to be just super careful here and move up extremely slowly. And in retrospect, I can obviously see, and you can obviously see in in this video right here. See, I'm even putting down claymores because I'm just that unsure about whether or not the area is clear. I was so worried about enemies being here, and in fact, watching this in retrospect, there is nothing going on around me, and I was just completely paranoid for no reason. And in a second, I'm going to go up on the, I didn't really know where to take cover, so I decided to take cover on the actual stairs, the little side barriers on either side of me, and just try to keep an eye on the objective, try to wait an appropriate amount of time, and move in to shoot anyone trying to disarm. And you saw the gentleman run by, so I'm thinking he's disarming right about now. So I move over there, and already dead. The Abrams took him out. And so that was kind of a boring objective. Of course, DICE made a nice little incentive in this game to give you 500 points, actually 600, including the plant for destroying an objective. Now right here, the Call of Duty side of me said, run straight across this bridge with no regard for your own life. But then the Battlefield side of me said, you know what, there's no reason to do that, let's take it slow, let's stay alive, and let's just crawl all the way across the bridge. And I'm not trying to be so typical or pass judgment on any of the game, but that's pretty much what I thought of when I recall that situation. And now, this is exactly where I want to be. Close quarters with the USAS. Definitely, obviously where the gun excels. And isn't that also convenient? My team happens to just get up here at this exact moment and help me out. It's actually kind of rare, I'm not gonna lie. And no, I'm not playing with any other Quantic members in this game at this point in time, but still got it done and ended up with a fairly good score. And I'm gonna arm the objective, and I gotta get out of here because it is way too congested. There are way too many people in one place in one time, and I hate how you can't jump over something the first try. Sometimes it even takes like 4 tries, and it's always something that if there's an enemy shooting at you when you're trying to jump over something, that's when it's gonna fail the most, time and time again. I think once again we can prove using science and physics that that is a very common occurrence and it's a natural occurrence. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video as I get that one last guy mowed down at the last second. And consider joining Quantic Gaming. Like I said, the link is going to be in the description. The bonus clip is going to be very similar to the opening clip, except it's with the weapon that I think we all know should be put into Battlefield 3. So also consider leaving the video a like if you feel that it deserves it. Have a nice day, and I will see you next time.